According to the Humane Society, 2.7 million pets are put down each year. The Bastrop County Animal Shelter is trying to lower that amount through a couple ways. Spaying and neutering. Spaying, if you don't know, is basically the female form of neutering. They just take out the ovaries. There's also, obviously they're trying to get these pets or animals adopted into a fit family. Hello, my name is Jeffrey Miles. I've been volunteering at the Bastrop Animal Shelter for over a year now, and I've come to grow a certain respect for what they do. I'd like to thank you, Austin College students, for coming. I know you guys are interested in finding some volunteer opportunities. I ask that you hold your questions to the end of the presentation, and I'm going to cover 3 points today. I'm going to tell you why volunteers are needed, along with the benefits of volunteering. I'm going to tell you how to volunteer in the process, and finally I'm going to tell you the future of the shelter and what they plan to do. But first, if you all look at your handouts, you'll see the mission statement. You see that educating the public about spaying and neutering is important to them. They also want to get the animals into a fit home where they'll be treated correctly. All right, let's get into the first point, which is why the volunteering is so important. And simple, they have a lot of animals. There are a lot of animals that need care, and they could use as much volunteers as possible. Each animal needs to know that they're still cared for, even though they may be in a cage or whatever the situation may be. Also, the families that are looking to adopt, they're trusting the employees and the volunteers to already know about the animal, whether they're good with walking with leashes, if they're good with cats, if they're good with other dogs. They ask us these questions, and we have to be able to know whether the animal is good at that certain skill. So we test them out. The benefits of volunteering, there's so much you can do, and they're so lenient on it. You can walk the dogs, or you can just take them out and play with them. You can give them treats, you do laundry, you can test the cats, anything. You choose what you can do. And one thing that I like to do was take photos for their website or their Facebook. I love that because you get to show the emotions of the pets and how they feel about the shelter too. Next point is how to volunteer. Volunteering there is so easy. All you have to do is contact the shelter, and the information, phone and email is on the handout. And you go in, you fill out an application, and you can start working that same day. There's no orientation needed. They just want as much help as they can get. The last point, the future of the shelter, it relies on the members and getting the word out about hitting the animals down and what they need to do to succeed. So they want to increase the off-site adoption events, so that helps spread the word. They want to educate about spaying and neutering, because a lot of people just think that it's a negative thing, but there are some positive sides to it. There's a longer lifespan, and it lowers the population, which results in less animals being put down. They want to improve their voucher program, which is the program in which they vaccinate the pets or animals that are needed, and the health of the animals are very important while they're waiting to be adopted. Increased membership, that's important. They need as much help as they can get. And one thing they're working on is adding a pool, or a pool in each section of the site, which it's a self-cleaning pool, so the animals can go play in it and get clean while they're playing and having fun. So it helps out a lot. So in conclusion, I talked to you about the benefits, and the benefits are you volunteer on your terms. There's so much you can do. It's fun. You have a great experience connecting with the animals. I myself connected with two Maine dogs, and I kind of want a Chow Chow now. I love those dogs. And there was one dog that was a husky with like two different color eyes, and it just started like talking. You know, on Funniest Home Videos where they like talk. It just started talking, and it was just a great experience. I connected with those dogs, and you just have a great time. And they're completely friendly. They'll feed you, and they're just welcome to have any volunteers that are willing to help out. They trust the volunteers and the families. You get to help an animal fit into the proper family, which is very important. They need to get that treatment and know that they're still cared for. So I'd like to thank you guys for coming here today and listening to my presentation, and I'd like to answer any of your questions.